Guys, hi, this is Albert at Crazy Coder Al, and today we have a Unity tutorial. Today what we're going to do here in this scene, you probably know how to set up a project in Unity now, if you see my first tutorial. Now, today we're going to move objects, like, for example, have a horse going forward, or have like an arrow shot at you and stuff like that. So this is the very simple basics of Unity. If you want to see more advanced tutorials, please check my more advanced tutorials on Unity, such as socket communication or augmented reality. If you guys are more interested in those kinds of stuff, check out that playlist. And if you have a suggestion of what you want to learn from Unity, like if you can imagine it, like from Iron Man, hand gestures, OpenCV libraries, like gesture detection, facial recognition, those kinds of things, just give me an email or comment on this video of what you guys want to learn. All right, so let's go forward for this tutorial. So first of all, you can see like the way I like to number my folders. That's my style. Some other people have other things. So first of all, we have our scene. We create a new one. Let's go save this scene. Save scene as, and we're going to save it as running horse. Yeah, next tutorial is going to be about actually having animations and stuff like that. So let's save this. It's right now in our assets, but you can also just put it in scenes. Let's drag and drop, and it'll pop up right here, running horse. And now let's get into our script. So before that, we want to put in our model. That is going to be the horse. So right now I have an FBX file. Those are for Unity. You can get these from like Blender Swap, stuff like that. Hey, this is my GitHub. Of course, you just go to Blender Swap, and then you can get free 3D models, whatever you want. So search online things you want to check out. So first of all, let's import this. For a Mac, you can just basically drag and drop this thing, and it'll import the horse with its materials. So let's move this guy into models, and another way to do it is import a new asset and go to that directory where the model is placed, the FBX file. Alright, we're going to do arrow next time. So first of all, once that's in your model where you want it, you'll place it, maybe near your camera where you want it to be. So we place it here. You can see it in the game. It looks like this. You can set its rotation to however you want. Right now it's like in place like this. You can do 90 degrees. Let's do that. And then after you get that model set in place of that running horse in your scene, yeah, we're saving it. You can basically do all sorts of things to this model, this horse, pretty much. And what you can do is also, prefab it. So prefabbing, what that is. So let's make a number 4 called prefab. So a prefabbing is you've put all this script onto this guy. Sorry, I'm getting a little bit ahead of myself, but I mean, you add components, stuff like this, you feel like you want to save this thing to use it over and over again, you drag it to prefabs. And basically, you have a copy of the same guy with a different component. So let's do something like that. So you can delete these prefabs too. So let's so this guy over here has a script or something in that matter. Let's and this guy doesn't. All right. So let's add component, for example, new script, some button or something like that, and create. Let's call it running horse. Running horse. Something like that, and create it. So we have a script called running horse that is attached to this guy. So he has running horse. So get rid of. You don't have to follow this. I actually did this before, but so running horse is right here. And once you double click on that, you can see the script connected to running horse. So now we can put these scripts here, and even if you move it around, this guy is going to still have that script. and this guy doesn't. So if you move this guy over here to prefabs, and it's inside here, like I like to organize it this way. Get in there, you father. Okay, there we go. So this guy is the one with the script. Now if you move the guy back here, horse untitled second, he now has a script. You can copy and paste basically like many of these guys, and they'll all have the same script on the object. Alright, so don't believe there's like another horse over here and another here. Like you see it, right? Alright, let's get rid of these horses. They're kind of confusing me. Yeah, one is enough. So let's delete these all. Alright, where's our horsey? Something wrong. Anyway, so let's get rid of these guys. Delete. Okay, so this guy is kind of strange. Let's re-add it. So this is our horse going back and forth, right? Yeah, he looks kind of strange, but bear with me, all right? Yeah, let's put this part right back in there. There we go. All right, looks a little strange, but bear with me, okay? So this is our horse here. Now we're gonna add our script. Let's make him move, okay? So we add our script to the horse, right? So, and when it's added, it's gonna be here. There we go. Okay, cool. So let's get this guy. So once you have the script of this horse and make sure it's attached, we are going to make it move. So what we do is, since it's attached, the object game object it's attached to, we can call it by this, all right? And then what we can do after we get this, the component, is what we call transform. Summary. The transform is attached to this game object, and what it does is kind of transforms it, like the literal sense. It's like where it is, the rotation, and through transform it can do all sorts of types of gestures. So let's look at some of these things. Get the child of the game object, get components, many different things. But to make it move, all we have to do is translate. It's right here. So translate is to kind of make it move in a different direction. It takes a vector 3 or vector 2, depending on if it's a 2D game or 3D game. But a vector 3, what it is a way to move the guy in a 3-dimensional area. So to give you an example, vector is has like an X, a Y, and a Z. Like, here, right here. You can move it around. So let's create a vector. You can do it many different ways. So the easier way to do this is actually putting numbers in. For example, 0, 0.1 f. They take a float. Vector is a float, and it's x, y, and z. Let's play 0, 0, and if you actually run this script, the horses are going to start moving. See, look. Horsey moving away so far. Look at him move. That guy is so fast. There we go. Me joking around with myself. Okay, so another way to do this is if you want to, do OP and you want to optimize your script, be the best program possible. Oh, there's vector 4 too. 4 dimensions, man. I wonder if they're going to do the 11 dimensions of the universe someday. But anyway, vector 3 basically takes 3 different times. So let's call this speed. Something where it's going. So it's because speed is kind of more like a different kind of thing. Yeah, let's have speed too. Like float. Basically, most of the time for Unity developers, they tend to make speed a float value. So let's make it also public so we can actually see here. So the thing about public and private is you can actually see public values within the script here. So let me just show you real quick. So if it's private, we don't see it, right? So let's make it public. Public float speed. You save the script and it should pop up here. pop up. Yeah, and you can set the value here like 10, 12, but if you make it private, float speed, it is not going to show up. Yeah, look at that. Look at that. Do you feel it? Do you feel it, man? Come on. Yeah, so let's do this. So vector, we're also going to get that vector. So let's make it public. Yeah, normally you don't really make it public, you know, you want to say about memory space, but you know, for the heck of the tutorial and learning, let's make it public. Vector 3, and let's call this guy where it's going. Yeah, that's basically what it is, vector 3 where it's going. And this vector 3 where it's going equals new. We're going to create a new vector. We don't want to put this in update, man. We want to do it in the start. So start is when the thing is loading. When the script loads, start you know, triggers once. Update is every single frame, like I told you last tutorial. You remember it, right? Okay. Vector 3. Repetition is the mother of perfection. All right. I'm going to say the same things over and over again because they're important. So you can depend which way you want to make it go. Let's make it this time go to the Y and have it speed. And we want to set the speed here to maybe 0.1f. Yeah, make it a float variable. And let's make it the z 0. So where it's going is that one. And we set this where it's going instead of all these numbers. So it makes it very, very convenient. Let's take a look how it goes. So it's going to move. Yay, look at that horse move. Where did that horse go? It's going. Look at the horse. It's so fast. Yeah, move, horsey, move. Yeah, so fast, like right there. All right. So it's moving and it's moving and moving. Okay. So that's kind of how you make objects move. I hope you like this tutorial. It's very simple. Next tutorial, I'm going to show you guys how to point, click, shoot objects. All right. And I'll see you guys soon in my next one. Take care, guys. This was Crazy Coder Al. Subscribe to my YouTube channel if you guys want to learn more about coding for augmented reality and Unity 3D. All right. Take care. Bye. Peace.